here with his view throughout the programme, our commentator, Conservative MP for Lichfield, Michael Fabricant. Michael, good morning.
Good morning, Eamonn.
Any chance of this succeeding?
Well, I hope. I would like to say 100%. And you've got what's his name? Jonathan Reynolds coming on.
Yeah.
And he's no doubt he'll say it's 0%. But I think there's a very good chance it will succeed. The Home Office have been spending a long time going through the legislation to make sure that there can't be challenges, or if there are challenges, that they'll be rejected by the court. So fingers crossed.
So look, Michael, I know you're a big Boris fan. Are you beginning to warm to Rishi Sunak? I mean, he had big success with sort of sorting out Brexit last week, and you were all at the same hotel where he did his big deal with Ursula von der Leyen. And it seems as though, if this is successful, that he might be cracking the migrant boat problem.
Well, it's very interesting you asked me that. I was with some friends and a journalist friend last night, and I was saying that originally I was actually quite anti-Rishi Sunak, really, because I was a big Boris fan. But yes, he is growing on me. He's got a lovely personality. Look, he's not Boris. Nobody's like Boris. Although some people think my hair looks like Boris, but it's not meant to. But you know what? Rishi is growing on me because, you know, he's personable. He does want to get things done. He's technocratic. I suppose in some ways technocratic people are not as attractive as ebullient people.
Yes.
But sometimes you need technocracy, if there's such a word, to get things done. And let's hope this thing will be done. As it is in heaven. Sorry.
I mean, there will be people, and, you know, perhaps not watching us this morning, but there will be people concerned about the message this sends out. Will we be taking our fair share of people? Because a lot of countries dealing with worse problems, France, Germany, whatever it may be. But also, you know, if we're pushing the boundaries of international law, I mean, we have a proud history of stepping in and helping those who are fleeing war and persecution. Do we not?
We do have yes, absolutely, and we did that before the Second World War, up to a point, with the Kindertransport. We should have done more. And incidentally, I mean, we had a treaty to protect Czechoslovakia, but we ignored it because it was a pragmatic thing to do because the British Army wasn't ready at that time. But, you know, 45,000 boat people coming across is a hell of a lot of people to actually deal with, particularly when most of them, we believe, are not refugees. They're economic migrants. Now, there's nothing wrong with economic migrancy. I mean, this has been going on for years, the great pogroms in Russia. Some of our most able people in this country are the descendants of Jews who came across after persecution in Russia. But you know, of that 45,000, as I said earlier, I just wonder how many thousands we don't know about because they're now at the bottom of the English Channel. So something has got to be done, and I think this is a step in the right direction. Whether it'll work, only time will tell. The idea is that it should deter others from coming across, and of course it'll take time for people to get the message that there's absolutely no point in paying £5,000 to people smugglers because you're either going to drown, God forbid, or you'll just be returned to Albania or wherever, or central Rwanda, if you do try and make that dangerous crossing.
The MP for Bury North, that is James Daly, front page of the Daily Telegraph today. Their revelations from Matt Hancock continue, and this one quite tough. Basically, Hancock saying that he would block a what is it called, a child
Disability Children's Hub.
Yeah, in Mr. Daly's constituency, unless he backed him with his COVID measures today.
Of course, it never happened. I mean, he did the WhatsApp, but no threat was actually made. I mean, it just didn't happen. The system worked. These threats were just sort of empty threats of what he was thinking of doing in a WhatsApp. Again, as I said earlier, I just don't know what possessed Matt Hancock to give these WhatsApp messages to a journalist and naively expect her not to use it. I mean, at the moment, there's some bets going on with some journalist friends of mine about how long the Daily Telegraph can keep running this story. I mean,
I think about 32,000 words worth. They do that. Thank you very much indeed, Michael Fabricant. There, appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed.